Hi everybody. I wanted to talk to you about what the meeting content was for Weight Watchers meeting today. I don't like to make people think that I am sharing the secrets of Weight Watchers as far as what people pay for. I don't see a problem with telling you what the meeting was about, kind of showing you what the materials are, and going through maybe some of the things that some of the other Weight Watchers had as far as advice and tips and things like that. I don't agree with someone making copies of these things and handing them out, or hacking into the website and making some kind of weird program that does the points plus calculating for you so you don't have to pay for it. I don't agree with that, because that is how Weight Watchers makes their money. It's how they keep their doors open. It's their business. And if it was my business, I wouldn't want people stealing from me. So I don't agree with doing any of that. But however, I do agree with it's okay to tell you what the meeting was about and encourage you guys who are out there and maybe can't afford to go to meetings, or are simply just absolutely incapable of going to a meeting for whatever the reason may be. So let's just get right into it. I have quite a bit of material that I want to give to you guys and tell you. Let's see, today is Friday, April the 8th, and I went to Weight Watchers this morning, and I lost a pound. If you've watched my other video that's actually uploading as we speak. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. This week, what they're mainly talking about is this. And this is the Weight Watchers, what do they call it? Walk It Challenge. And I think they do this every year. I've actually never heard of it. But, yeah, I could be wrong. I may have heard of it and just forgot. So I think they do it every year. It's a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, walk. And they're going to do it on May the 22nd. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Of course, Jennifer Hudson's on the picture on the front there, because she's their little spokesmodel now. So May 22nd, they're asking people if they want to make a commitment to walk the 3.1 miles with other Weight Watchers members, your family, your friends, by yourself, however you want to do it. It's really kind of an honor system as to whether or not you actually did do it if you tell them you did it. They just go through and explain why walking is a good way to do it. If you want to visit the weightwatchers.com//walkit website, and that's WALKIT, all one word. You can enter the code WALKIT, all one word, and I don't think that's a secret. That's for everybody and anybody. You can probably just go on there and click on it, but that will kind of explain to you what the challenge is. And then it goes through and tells you all the good benefits of doing this, that you need to attend at least 6 meetings between April 3rd and July the 16th to be able to enter this contest that they're having, a sweepstakes. They've got t-shirts. You're going to get a free t-shirt if you do the walk. And then they have a walking guide to help you train in case you've not been walking enough or doing any kind of exercise or anything enough to be able to walk 3.1 miles all at once. They have this little grid thing. It tells you how long to walk day 1, day 2, you know, whatever, all the way through week 6. Because we have 6 weeks from now, I think, before the actual thingy. And then they have a coupon in the book for their pedometer for $5 off of that, and a 30% off the Skechers, what are those things, shape-ups. So that's pretty much what that was about. That's just some more of that. And then they gave us our little coupons. I think once a month maybe they give you these little coupons for a bunch of different Weight Watchers items. And then there's actually some things in there that are not Weight Watchers. They got some broccoli and popcorn and stuff like that. And then our little good book this week. And this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. She was talking about exercise mainly because they're doing the Walk It Challenge, but all the reasons why it's good to exercise, which I'm sure you guys have heard a million times. It boosts your metabolism. It makes you feel happier because it boosts serotonin. It strengthens your heart muscle. It strengthens all of your muscles. And not just walk, but exercise, period. It gives you more energy. It makes you feel younger. I mean, you know, it's just 20 gajillion reasons why it is good to exercise. In here, they give you a little motivational story about a lady who lost all of her weight and, you know, how she got motivated to exercise and what she does now and all that. And then there's a recipe, chicken with balsamic vinegar, sweet onions and thyme, that is 5 points per serving that I think I might try. Sounds pretty good. And then this is kind of what I want to talk to you about. People who tend to do better with goals, no matter what they are, whether they're dieting, quitting smoking, saving money, whatever it is. If you kind of follow these little guidelines here, it tends to make it much easier to get over the hurdles, whatever your problem is. So their first suggestion is to positively state something, to say, I want to, rather than I don't wanna. I don't wanna exercise, but I'm going to, is kind of what I say. So I need to stop doing that. To be specific. I'll walk 30 minutes at lunchtime rather than maybe I'll try to get some exercise in today. Because really what that says is I'm not really going to do it, but it sounds good to say it, so I'm going to say it. I do that too. Well, not as much anymore, but I used to do that. Number 3 was in your control. It is in your control. I will set my alarm to get up early for a walk rather than, if the baby naps every afternoon, I can do fitness videos. Meaning, now whether or not you exercise is not in your control, it's in the control of the baby or the kids or whatever the case may be. I think I kind of am doing that, but not necessarily. Right now, I can only exercise if no one's home because I just can't Zumba in front of my husband and my daughter. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Maybe when I lose more weight. But as of right now, 90% of the time, I'm able to do that because they are at school and my husband's at work almost every day. So I don't really have a problem with that. Tailored to your life. You'll go to the gym. I'll go to the gym on my lunch break rather than, I hate mornings, but I can try to get up early to exercise because that's not going to happen. So just, those things like that. And then it goes through and tells you how to set a good goal for specific types of people and specific types of lifestyles, like the multitasker. If you have a zillion things to do and no time for exercise, then they give you a way to be able to fit exercise into your busy life. The excuse maker, which would be me. Like I said, not quite as much this to go around as the other two, but still here and there, I kind of want to throw an excuse out, especially for exercising. The adventurer, you've always admired people who have dared to do amazing feats. If you're that kind of person, then they tell you how to fit exercise into there. The do-gooder, you don't have time to exercise because your time is already spoken for by your family, your friends, your church, your community. You're always doing something for someone else. How to fit it in there. And so, kind of blowing all of our excuses out of the water because we all know that we have them. And then they give you some tips about how to get it going, how to get your exercise going. So to get a good night's rest and make getting out of bed easier, you watch one less hour of television at night and go to bed. Set your coffee maker the night before so that if you need your coffee to get it moving, you don't have an excuse. Your coffee's going when you get up, and there it is. Your alarm clock, put that on the other side of the room to force yourself to get up and shut the alarm off, as opposed to rolling over and hitting snooze 15 times and going, oopsie, I overslept, now I can't exercise. If you're exercising in the morning. Keep an inspirational photo near wherever it is that gets you motivated to get going. So if it's the alarm clock in the morning, if you're exercising in the afternoon, keep it next to whatever you're typically doing in the afternoon. If you're on your computer, if you're in your car, whatever it is. High energy music, like an iPod or something like that, kind of helps if you're going to be exercising. And then put out your workout gear. So if you use a specific pair of tennis shoes and socks to walk or whatever, set that stuff out right by the door. Put it in a bag. Put it in your car if you're going to the gym. Get it all set out so that you don't have to go, well, I didn't get my workout stuff together, so I couldn't go to the gym. So anyways, they just go through that, and then there is a $3 off 10 Smart Ones meals in the back. So, I just kind of wanted to briefly go over that because I know that I have that problem, several of those problems, and I know that a lot of my friends and family members have the exact same problems, and so I'm assuming that pretty much everybody has one or all of them. And I'm hoping that that will help you, encourage you. I am super overweight. I'm not like 20, 30 pounds overweight, which is still a lot, but I'm saying I am morbidly obese. And so for me to get moving is a huge ordeal because to make all of this exercise and move around that much is just a lot of effort. I mean, let's just face it. If you weighed 100 pounds and you were holding 150 pounds of weights in your hands, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to dance, Zumba, walk 3.1 miles, jog, walk on the treadmill, whatever it is that you do to exercise. An extra 100 pounds, extra 150 pounds makes anything that you do that much more difficult, but the benefit to that is holding that extra 100 pounds, 150 pounds, 80 pounds, whatever it is, burns calories faster. And so you will lose weight faster. The heavier you are and the more that you exercise, you'll actually lose weight faster than, say, somebody who only has 10, 15 pounds to lose, because they're only carrying around an extra 10, 15 pounds, so they're not burning it quite as fast as you are. So, us larger people kind of have that benefit. Right now, anyway. So, I'm encouraging all of you to get motivated, to get moving, even if it is walking. And I know that people say just walking. I don't think it's just walking. I think that walking is a really good way of getting a whole body exercise, everything moving. You can swing your arms, whatever, and keep your heart pumping and get good exercise in. You don't have to be jumping around like a crazy person in a class or lifting 50 million gajillion pounds every week to be considered doing exercise. Walking is exercise. So if you don't walk to your mailbox, start by walking to your mailbox as opposed to taking your car. If you don't walk your trash to the dumpster, you put it on the back of your car and drive it, walk your trash to the dumpster. Just start by doing small things like that, and then set yourself aside 10 minutes. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to walk for 10 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes to get to the corner, so I'm going to go 5 minutes to the corner and 5 minutes back to my house. And just see how those small steps will help. You know, when I first started doing Zumba, it was all I could do to get through the 20 minutes without stopping 27 times and having to, like, stand there for a couple seconds each time. Now I can go almost all the way through a 20-minute routine without, like, stopping at all. You know, I kind of still will pause here and there because I've got problems with my flat feet and all that stuff that are kind of giving me issues. But it's not because I can't do it, it's because I'm in pain. So I'm building up more stamina, and you will too. So that's all I want to say about that. So I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week. Hope you have a great weekend if you are somewhere where we're going into weekend now. And I'm going to try again to upload the videos that I recorded last Monday, and after trying for 16 hours to upload them and having them fail and then losing my power for 3 days, it didn't happen. So I'm going to try it again. I'm trying right now to upload my weigh-in, and it's telling me I have 295 minutes to wait. Anyway, I'm going to keep trying. Hope you guys are doing well. If you need anything, have any questions or comments, or if you want that recipe for that chicken, I think it's okay to give you that. I think you can go to the website yourself, even if you're not a member, and get that recipe. So I'll give you that, and I think that's it. Thanks for watching my videos, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have a question or a comment or anything, please leave it below this video on YouTube. Don't leave it on my Facebook, because it's harder for me to track all of that. I've got comments and questions over here on YouTube. I've got comments and questions over there on Facebook. I've got some on my Twitter. So I kind of want to conglomerate them all together and put them all on YouTube. So if you have anything, please put it under the YouTube video. It doesn't take anything to subscribe to YouTube and get your own channel to be able to subscribe to people's videos and leave comments. You don't have to have videos on YouTube to have your own channel. So, said all that. This is a really long video. I'm very sorry. Have a great day. Bye.